Hello. International calls to end Israel's assault on Gaza and lift the total blockade are growing louder. The demands come as Israel continues to escalate its attacks in a major offensive to seize parts of the Strip. The leaders of Britain, France, and Canada are warning of action against Israel if it doesn't lift aid restrictions. In a joint statement, they said Israel's denial of vital supplies to the civilian population is unacceptable and risks breaching international law. Just 5 aid trucks have entered Gaza so far, the first after nearly 3 months of Israel's complete blockade. The UN says it's a drop in the ocean of what's urgently needed. We'll now speak to Husam Zomlot, who's the Palestinian Ambassador to the UK, joining us from London. Ambassador, thanks for your time. So the leaders of Britain, where you are, France and Canada, they're warning of action against Israel if it doesn't lift aid restrictions. In a joint statement, they said Israel's denial of vital supplies to the population is unacceptable. Does the statement go far enough, in your opinion?
Well, it might not be enough, Dareen, but coming from the strongest allies of Israel, and after 19 months of utter silence from these very capitals, it is very significant. The language it carries, both in the legal sense and the political sense, the use of words like strong condemnation, that this is completely unacceptable, that they will take action to stop this. The clear calling to end the atrocious attacks on Gaza, the clarity about the situation in the West Bank and the illegal settlements is something that we have been calling for, and we want to build on. Our utmost priority right now is the end to this genocide. This must end. And therefore, we want to work with these capitals, including London, of course, to proceed. But for the people of Gaza, it's 19 months late, 19 months of utter destruction, the mass murder of our people, and you know the numbers, and you know what happened. And for our people in the West Bank, it's almost 60 years late, 60 years late, because these settlements have been mushrooming in front of the eyes of these capitals and the rest of the world. Had we taken action as back as when these illegal settlements started, had we taken action when Israel started its genocide in Gaza, we wouldn't be where we are. However, better late than never.
Right.
And therefore, yes, we want to work with them to impose these actions, to take these steps, which must include sanctions.
Yeah, what action should they take? I mean, you yourself have often called for firm international action rather than just rhetoric. So what do you expect to see next?
Number one is arms embargo, Dareen. Full, comprehensive arms embargo. This is a legal obligation upon the UK, France, Canada, and the rest of the world. This is not a demand. This is not a call. It's a legal obligation. And the UK has taken some measures to suspend some arms exports. It's not enough. It has got to be full and comprehensive. Number two, sanctions, not on individual settlers, as the UK and other Western countries have been doing, or on selected organizations that support these illegal settlements, but on the entire ecosystem of the illegal settlements and the state that sponsors, harbors, supports these settlements, that is Israel. Number three is accountability. War criminals must be held accountable. They must absolutely support our efforts at the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice. These criminals, including Netanyahu, must be behind bars. And you know of the case brought by South Africa at the ICJ and the arrest warrants at the ICC. And the real step that shows determination about the future is the immediate recognition of the state of Palestine. We've said it from day one. We keep saying it. So we want to work with these capitals to move swiftly in that direction.
Mr. Zomlot, isn't this just simply a wish list? I mean, if you look at what happened earlier this week, there are reports that the UK actually sent a military transport plane to Tel Aviv and a spy plane over Gaza to collect intel for Israel.
That's why we started this conversation by saying it's not enough. In absolute terms, the UK has a lot to do, and the rest of the West. But in relative terms, because of the history of the UK, remember it was Britain who brought upon us most of this, the Balfour Declaration, the colonial era, promising our land without consulting us, turning us, the Palestinian people, into minorities, etc. So in relative terms, we have moved some way. And the UK, Dareen, has taken some steps, not for any reason, but primarily for the public opinion change, the pressure they are feeling. You may have seen the streets of London only 2 days ago, and this weekend, hundreds of thousands of people. The government here feels the real pressure, and if they wish to be democratic, they have got to heed the calls of their own people, the calls of their own parliament, the calls of their own political parties, civil society, what have you. So we want to work with the components of the British people as we do, continue that until what you want, what we want, what international law requires is delivered. Because this is now, many people would say it is almost 200,000 people in Gaza killed and maimed late. It is more than 80% of Gaza structures late. The city I was born in and love the most and have my memories in, Rafah, is gone, completely decimated, late. However, we need to save whatever left of our lives and the lives of our people. We must make sure that we save whatever left of international law, including the convention to prevent the crime of genocide, which the world is in the red regarding this convention, and we want to save our humanity therein. So, of course, we have so much to despair for, but we also have a lot to do to make sure that the international actors, including the UK, takes their responsibilities seriously.
Okay, Husam Zomlot, you're the Palestinian Ambassador to the UK. Thank you so much for joining us from London this hour.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.